Well, a hearty shalom to you. Well, hold on for a minute. How's that? A little better? Let's do this eye to eye. My name is Jeffrey Seif. I am coming to you from a squad car. I'm at the Dallas COVID-19 testing center. I like to pull a shift, one or two shifts a month. So, I spoke to Dr. Stone and I figured no times like the present. He said he was interested in me sharing a testimony. So you get to look at my face with a police uniform. Now, if you want to see the face in another context, on Wednesday night and Friday night, you can find me on Daystar Network, and on Thursday night you can find me on Trinity Broadcasting Network under a program called Our Jewish Roots. It used to be Zula Levitt Presents, but there it's with Dr. Jeffrey Seif. I look more like a theologian, actually. Everything's filmed in Israel, and I'm walking amongst the ruins of an ancient world. A little different, yes. I was asked to give my testimony, and mine has been a story of a guy that's lived in a few different worlds. I've served as a seminary professor for over 30 years. When Jack Hayford started the King's University, he asked me to work with him full-time. I didn't. I did it part-time. I did it for a few years full-time, but then pivoted away. The Gateway campus in South Lake has TKU there has Dr. David Rudolph. You don't need me. I've been a professor at Christ for the Nations Institute, among other places. But in conjunction with my vocation as a Bible college seminary professor, I have served as a police officer. I am doing that right now, as you can tell. Beyond working occasionally on patrol, I'm the director of the police academy with Dallas College. Dallas College has 2 academies, and I'm the director of one. I am also a student at Cambridge University. There's a degree program there I'm in a master's degree in applied criminology. I'm a seminary graduate. I went to Southern Methodist University for my master's and my doctorate, and I've been teaching over 30 years now as a professor. But let me tell you, all that good-sounding stuff aside, my own understanding is that I am, in effect, roadkill on the highway of life. And by that I mean, were it not for the fact that Yeshua, that Jesus saved me, I don't know what I'd be, I don't know who I'd be, but I know I'd be really far from what I am right now. Not that I'm anything all that great right now, but by God's grace I lead a reasonably productive life, and I'm game to be helpful to people, and I look to do that both on the streets, on occasion now, much less because I'm older, I'm 64. And I do that as in the police vocation, and as I'd said, as a teacher, as a Bible college seminary prof, principally. If you have the Tree of Life version of the Bible, which is very popular in Messianic circles, if you look at the introduction, you'd see the guy who wrote it. His name is Jeffrey Seif, and the reason why is I had the opportunity to serve as the project manager for that. But before all of that I had just described, I was a guy born and raised in a Jewish home. Seif is a German Jewish name. My mom was smuggled out of Nazi Germany by nuns. Tough, Mom was smuggled out of Germany. They had a problem getting Germany out of Mom, however. She died in a mental hospital. She grew up as a young girl in the torture and trauma of Hitler's Germany and just never got the better of it. And so I grew up over here in the States. She escaped over here. She was actually smuggled out of Germany by nuns, she and her sister. And I was born in the States, raised in a traditional Jewish home. I went to a yeshiva, which is a religious Jewish school. Both my parents were Jewish. I went to a Jewish school for my education. The curriculum was half a day Hebrew and the other in English. Hebrew and Jewish studies and Jewish religious studies and what have you, and then the regular school studies. I used to wear the yarmulke, the skull cap, and the tallis, the prayer shawls, and so forth. So I'm not a stranger at any of that. I, however, when my teenage years came, I became a hippie. I was less interested in Rabbi Hoffman than I was Abby Hoffman, a hippie back then. And, I was all about experimenting with new ways of thinking. In the process of all that, I ran into young people who were turned on to Jesus freaks, hippies that were all excited about Jesus. And they got me excited too. One guy in particular confronted me on the street. We conversated, and he kind of pressed me to pray with him. And when I did, a whole new world opened up to me. Really did. I didn't know where I was going in life. Really, I was rudderless. And when I accepted the Lord, I found my North Star. I was really excited about all my newfound friends who were believers. I really was super excited about the Bible and really got into it and just loved studying the Bible, a deep love for that. And, the Lord led me into being a teacher of it. I guess you're going to better love it if you're going to teach it. What do you think? In any case, Dr. Stone wanted me to share my testimony a little bit and then a word the week after. So the week after, I'll come to you not in a police car with all my paraphernalia. Well, you can't see it, the guns and all. Not that you'd want to see it on a religious clip, but I'll be a little more appropriate to the moment. But I suppose this fits. Dr. Stone said he was doing a series on men and machismo and everything, and I guess this is pretty, guy high kind of thing, being a police officer. I've loved it, and I'm just so thankful for the Lord. He salvaged a lost, confused guy, and gave him a new life, and gave him new direction, and I'm so happy. My wife's Jewish too, through both parents, born and raised, and we just have a wonderful family, love of the Lord together, and look forward to being with you vis-a-vis a digital platform. Unfortunately, that's the way it is these days, isn't it? I know, there's nothing like person to person, face to face, but sometimes this is the best that we can do. Among other things, as I said, I'm the director of the police academy with the Dallas College system, and we had to pivot everything to online. And a lot of my instructors were resistant to that, but it is what it is. We just got to go through this temporarily. I'm just trying to make the most of all this, and I am holding up pretty well with it all, and I hope you are too. Well, you be safe. God bless. Thank you for affording me the opportunity to share. I look forward to being with the Gateway family in reasonably short order. God bless.